He got us again.
I know, right when we were
He got us again.
I shaved, so now everyone can see that I have a turkey neck again. I'm just gonna sit like this the whole time.
Are you cultivating it?
Live.
I'm trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, we are.
This
The way we come into this thing.
I am trying to get rid
is
of it.
Cynema on Soundbooth Theater Live.
We're doing movie stuff, right?
Thank you, everybody, for coming to join us. I hope you all did your homework. I know you all did your homework. You're all very good
Better have.
people. You're
Better
all
have.
highly moral individuals. So I'm sure
Upstanding
that you've done
citizens,
it. Yeah,
truly.
Don't
that's what I
believe it.
think.
I don't
I
like
did my homework,
but we
but
did-
I
camera
get a
sitting.
D.
There we go.
Gleefully did all of our homework this month. Sorry about
No last minute either.
Sorry about the little adjustment in the schedule.
Yes,
we
it
didn't
was.
want to have two SBTLs that were variety shows back to back, so we just switched it around a little bit this month. So let's see. We're gonna.
That's why it was back. That's why it was last minute. It was supposed to be next week, and I had to adjust my schedule super fast.
Gotcha.
Well, mine wasn't last minute. I finished like a week ago. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, I wasn't expecting to have
we
to
did
take
that.
a dog in for surgery, so.
Oh
you know,
yeah, how
all
did
that.
he do?
He's good. He's in my lap, lying here, just resting.
Just Sans and I.
Sans and I, poor little baby boy.
Puppy boy.
But he's doing pretty good so far.
Okay. Well, we have a lovely show for you today. We have 3 movies that I enjoyed all of them, even though one of them was awful. But I'm excited to talk about them. Before we do dive into Guyver Dark Hero, and then Death Becomes Her, and then
Big Trouble in Little
Big
China.
Trouble in Little China. Let's get some news going. I think that
Yes.
would be appropriate.
Oh,
Yeah.
fierce.
Yeah, so we have news for May 7th, 2025.
Do you want to start it off, or do you want? You breathed real big, so I think you should do it.
I was just about
your
to.
breath's ready.
The
Yeah, do it,
Soundbooth app is now available for download on iOS and Android. Come join our community of listeners to enjoy the best in immersive audio entertainment.
Oh Lord.
Yes, you guys, it's been a month now. Sales have increased. People are enjoying this new Soundbooth app. They are enjoying the new Raccoon as well. Lovely host, that Raccoon. We have stuff that just published recently. J.J. Thorne's, what is it called? Something Assassination, Apocalypse Assassin. So that's by J.J. Thorne, narrated by Andy Parsnow, and it is free.
Kick ass.
It is free on the platform,
Nice.
I think, for 1 or 2 weeks
We'll hop on now.
after
kids.
release. So if you have not already, go pick this up now. Get it for free. It's an Andy Parsnow narrated audiobook, and I'm hearing that it's very good. So check that out, guys. That is on Soundbooth. And also, we just published last week an audio drama called The Last Warden. This is an Athon title. It's actually based on a graphic novel of the same title. And Felicia Day, who I'm actually going to have a conversation with tomorrow about some secret production things, Felicia Day is in the cast of this story. Now, I've only listened to about the first 20 minutes, but it's pretty interesting and well produced, well acted. I would love it if you guys were to pick it up and give it a review there on Soundbooth. Of course, there's all sorts of other things on Soundbooth. There's the Dungeon Crawler Carl Audio Immersion Tunnel. There's Kaiju Battlefield Surgeon in cinematic audio. There's The Stars Have Eyes by Neven Iliev, an eldritch horror sci-fi romantic comedy that we were just talking about because we're so fucking proud of that production.
Dude, yeah, Jeff and I went down a little memory lane last night and listened to like pretty much the entire soundtrack. Just...
No, more like 20% of the soundtrack.
Really?
Yeah. There's so much music on
That's
that.
so cool.
On that production. We have what we just released, When Life Gives You Legends, not too long ago. Guys, just explore our library. There's plenty of stuff there. I'm sure you'll find something of interest.
Indeed.
All right. Now, LitRPG Con is also coming up fast. Check out the website, litrpgcon.com. Subscribe to the newsletter or follow LitRPGCon on social media. We have a Facebook and Instagram for it. And for more information about ticket sales, hotel deals, guests, panels, just go to that website. You can find, we still have quite a few tickets. Don't be shy. Tell everybody about it.
Is that 10 weeks away?
This is going to be a great convention, guys. It's all about gaming. It's all about gaming with your favorite creators here in the LitRPG genre. So we're going to have, like, I don't know, probably 12, maybe 16 hours of gaming. We are going to have night entertainment. We're going to be doing a variety show on Friday night. We're going to be performing live. We are going to be featuring on one of the nights a game of Imminent Peril, which has its Kickstarter out right now. These guys are it's a card game, and it's a role-playing cooperative
like a
storytelling card game.
Adventure.
Yeah.
You make it up as you go along.
It is one of the
Basically
funnest
just trying
games
to
I've
screw
played.
each other over. And it's
Yes.
so fun.
Yeah.
It's a blast.
It's really about exercising your imagination and just having a good time. One thing that I've always said about any kind of experience, including board game experiences, is you know it's good when they create memories, and I remember every single game of
That's real.
Imminent Peril I've played, because they just go so off the wall. They go nuts.
Yes.
There's it's just
Too, I remember one of them.
pure insanity. But it's still well organized, and the cards are really well designed. Basically, you have this handful of cards of abilities, and you use each one to get yourself out of imminent peril. The Kickstarter is still going. I believe they're at about $6,000 right now. All they need is 10. So go to Kickstarter, look up Imminent Peril, and me, Matt Dinneman, and a few other people are going to be playing that live in front of the audience at LitRPGCon. So go support it, guys. They deserve to make this game and get it out there to people. I think more people need to play it and find out just how fun it is. Do you want to do the notable new releases, Ryan?
I sure do. We have notable new releases. We are releasing The Wayward Bard. Shoot. I said I would do this one, and I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Machmuller.
Machmuller, thank you. The Wayward Bard by Lars Machmuller on the new Soundbooth Theater YouTube channel for free. As we continue to experiment with new ways to share audiobooks with our community, we're going to do parts 1 through 3 are already up, and part 4 is coming on Monday, May 12th.
That's next Monday.
Gonna be, So yeah, that's going to be a fun new way to experience the audiobooks that we do. So yeah, if you haven't checked out our YouTube, please get out there, subscribe. It's going to be a bunch of different kinds of content. The free books just being one of many things that we have cooking up.
Now, just to make it clear, this YouTube channel is Soundbooth Theater Live. What you want for The Wayward Bard is just straight up Soundbooth Theater. And if you look in the description of those videos, you will find a discount code that will allow you to buy The Wayward Bard for very, very, very little money on soundbooth.app. And on soundbooth.app, there's also books 2 and 3 available. So if you like the first book after you listen to it on YouTube, go pick up the rest on our platform.
Another release, we've got Industrial Strength Magic Book 2 Sequel.exe by Macronomicon, and it's now available on Audible. Audible. It's on audio.
Yeah,
Audible.
narrated by Steve Campbell, by the way. And if you guys missed it, the last Soundbooth Theater Live that we did last Wednesday, we featured Macronomicon, the author of Industrial Strength Magic, and Steve Campbell was on to interview him about it. We had a really great time on that show. Oh, we also had Heath Miller on.
That was
So
dope.
yeah, it was a great show. It was one of my favorite shows of this season for absolute sure. So
Give it a little peek if you haven't yet. And lastly, we have next week. Someone put the wrong last name.
wrong. Yeah.
Next week we have Rachel Litfin is going to be joining us to talk about The Lost Noble, her young adult fantasy. It is so sweet. I got to do the male voices on that alongside Jeff. Annie Ellicott narrates, so already purchase.
Yep.
It's so sweet. It's such a lovely time.
Also, it's Rachel Litvin's birthday today, so happy birthday, Rachel.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yes.
Yeah. So she'll be joining us, next Wednesday, though. For Sunday.
Just for the record, everyone, it said that Rachel Weisz was coming to see us, which I was like, what?
What?
No one told me. That's what the news says.
I don't even know who that is.
Whoever writes these news
Yes, you
is fired.
do. She played in The Mummy. And
Yeah.
she's married
The
to Daniel
Favorite?
Craig.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, her comeback was the favorite. She killed in that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She was in that.
Lobster?
Oh, what? Was she in Lobster too? I thought that was.
Yeah.
I don't think I
The
saw.
whole
Haven't seen
show
that.
she was in the lobster.
That one.
It was crazy.
Dude, all of Yorgos Lanthimos
Speaking
stuff
of
is
crazy
wild.
movies,
Oh, what a transition.
Oh, boy.
Segue.
Yo, this shit was crazy.
Okay. I will lead this one.
Yeah, you lead it.
One first.
It was your
so-
idea.
So, first of all,
Yeah, you take all the credit for this one, big boy.
You did this to us.
I did. I did. So this was in celebration of industrial strength magic because it's a dude with armor and stuff. That's about it. That's about all it really has in
Poor
common
Sean.
with industrial strength magic. Yeah. So when I was little, I would say I watched this when I was probably 8 or 9, and it was after I'd already been introduced to the IP as a whole through the anime. So the anime it's actually pretty close
It's
to
an
the
anime or a
Yeah.
manga? Oh,
An
it's an
anime.
actual anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have watched that instead.
Well, it's a TV show.
Girl, are you the one suggesting that
Yeah,
we watch an
right.
animated show right now?
Yeah.
It's not good.
Okay, now
Also
some
not that great.
anime's pretty good. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and the anime is very good. It's much better than this movie. But you know what,
hard.
though? This movie has a lot of things about it that are very admirable, right? First of all, like the
Costuming.
So the Guyver anime, back when it came out, was like, it was a big deal just how gory it was.
Okay.
So there, I mean, like for me as a little kid, and back then in the early 90s, like an animation with lots of gore in it was like,
Sick.
what?
Yeah.
Right? So it was a big deal when I watched the anime, and I loved it. I loved this movie when I was little. But just as I suggested that Ahmed and Sin do, I would completely check out anytime there was not action happening. And it's for a good reason. The costumes, the action,
Amazing.
the choreography, right?
Very cool.
Like the makeup, they spent a good amount of money on all that stuff, and they look fantastic.
And it was a
I think that's
direct-to-video
what they-
release, too.
They spent all their budget on those things. And
Every penny
didn't spare much for anything else.
went to the costumes, and it really shows the costumes and the choreography.
It was sick. Yeah.
The action scenes are so fun to watch. I mean, it reminds me a lot of Power Rangers. I have little doubt that it's probably the same choreographer that did the Power Rangers movie or something. And it's a lot of fun to watch at that point. When they start talking, when there's a plot, it is like the lowest budget sci-fi channel stuff.
Oh,
that
worse.
you can
No,
possibly.
it's like for me, my headline for this was porn acting in Power Rangers. That's
Yes.
what this
No,
whole thing was.
Yeah, The Room meets Power Rangers.
Yeah, I honestly had to kept sitting there and reminding myself I wasn't watching the lead up to a porn video.
Yeah,
I was like, what is happening?
yeah.
Sean, I can't tell you about that. Drives away.
It comes right back. Comes right back.
says,
I mean, he was allowed on that dig super quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't say
Being a
anything
complete stranger.
because
Yeah.
we don't want to get busted. And then the government guy, which is the whole thing is just I don't even. The plot was just what a
Yeah.
slog. What a slog fest. But yes, I do also remember this movie from like youth fame. From like for being a movie that was like really gory, and I have friends that would talk about it. They'd be like, the Guyver.
Yeah.
But like, and yeah, it does. The suit is really cool, and the orb and
I mean, it
armor.
moves like all
It
the
was,
the vents on the front. They have
Yeah,
like this, like they really lean into the bio armor part of it, and like.
Well, I think my favorite part might have been the dream sequence where he gets attached. That was gnarly, like shit, like ripping into him, and
Yeah,
that was
very
shot so
Hellraiser.
well. That was so cool.
That was like a flashback from the first movie, right? Like
Probably,
that was
yeah.
No,
but
they
there was a different
reproduced.
act. Yeah,
Yeah, they
there was a different
reproduced
actor.
everything. They did
Mark
not
Hamill
using-
was in the first one.
Yeah, he was.
that's right.
He was.
And
he
the
was a
first one
cop.
was
He was
yeah,
like this detective trying to figure out what was going on.
the first one was like this one compared to the first one. This one's considered very, very dark and more in touch with its original, like the original manga.
Yep.
That's what I had read about it. This was a long movie too.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
it was
2
way too long.
hours.
It was way too long. It was way too
Yeah.
long. Other things about this movie: the score is atrocious.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
I got so tired of
Yeah.
hearing that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
It was almost as repetitive as that, like
so-
a gorilla guy that just beat his chest every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It was like they punch, and they goes
Yeah.
like I'm shitting you not. It was like 40 times.
yeah.
It's not even an exaggeration.
the soundtrack. Okay, so it was using MIDI of the time.
Yep.
It was some like very, very cheap synth stuff. Mm-hmm. And it was very like TV show, like very like just we need music and we
Just
got a guy.
hopelessly
And
repetitive.
he's pretty good.
Yep.
It sounds like placeholder music.
Yeah, but for the time,
like this will
it
sound
wasn't.
cool when we
you know,
actually write it.
for the time, it wasn't like super easy to, to do all that.
Well, yeah. I mean, you need a budget.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You need a
needed
budget to
somebody that
add
had
like
gear.
legitimate music. You know.
But it wasn't good. But it wasn't good music.
It was
I
not.
also
terrible.
loved their science at the beginning where they were like, yes, we have these dolls made of plastic, but when we melt it down, cocaine.
Cocaine.
Yeah, right. right. In the very beginning, I was like, wow, that's interesting.
I don't know that works.
Like, woo, what kind of cocaine are they going to be snorting?
And then honestly, I just blew it off. I was like, I've done worse.
Yeah, that's funny.
The sound design. The sound design. All the sound design budget was for the Guyver. The rest of the sound design for the rest of the movie, for all the zoonoids, right, for everything was stock. Like
Yeah.
terrible, just so annoying. Like they used like doom sounds, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, but
I
man.
think one of my favorite also little tiny moments was when they go into this cave. Couldn't have been higher ceilings. And she's like, watch your head. And he's like, because there's literally
Well,
nothing
maybe
he could
like
have
for
done.
falling rocks or
She
something.
Was, no.
Oh, okay,
she was
yeah.
joking.
'Cause it's a
I think She was
dig.
joking with him, but like it
Oh,
just
was
didn't
she?
land right. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, she was being playful with him the whole time.
Yeah.
Kinda. With her like, come
last
on, Sean.
last
I
positive
like you,
thing.
but-
Last positive thing I will say about this movie is, and this isn't even like, I don't know, it didn't make the movie better, but I'm just, the main character, the main actor is the guy who does the voice for Solid Snake in Metal
I
Gear
was getting
Solid.
ready to say that. And you know
Yeah.
what else he did? He wrote X-Men, the 2000 movie X-Men.
Really?
Oh,
Yes, he did.
Wow.
Good for
That-
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah,
him
I
doing
thought that was
things
kind of
after
cool.
this.
He also
guy
did
from
some work
Guyver.
on, he co-wrote X-Men 2 and Watchmen,
Oh, wow.
Wow.
The movie or the TV show?
the movie.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, he's a much better writer
Then actor.
than an actor.
Yeah.
And
I can't remember. Oh,
I have serious doubts that he did any of the fighting. I think everything that I think they had some real ninja in the suit.
It was all in Japan.
Oh,
right?
probably. Most
It was
likely.
all into
Yeah.
all the other side of it was in Japan. The two never met. Like it was just.
yeah. Shot just like
Similar
well, isn't that how
force.
Power Rangers was done?
Yeah,
They just
yeah.
grabbed all of the clips from the Japanese show and then just when they took off their
Oh, right.
helmets, it was like American
Superimposed,
actors.
like-
I don't
American
know.
people.
I thought they really did do work in their suits, at least for some. Like Johnny Young
Some of
Bosch was one of the Power Rangers.
I thought
and
in the
he-
first season or like the original stuff, they were like,
Oh, okay,
just-
some of the
just
earlier-
grabbed the like
Oh,
Japanese
yeah.
one for
Yeah.
the fight scenes at least.
But
Yeah, it
see the
always-
thing about the Power
you could tell
Rangers.
because the film was different. It was shot like it felt
Yes.
like the camera was shot with a different camera.
Yes, yes. Also, in the Power Rangers, there were fights where they weren't morphed yet.
Oh yeah.
So so all the actors were still legit like martial arts people, at least traditional martial arts people. So yeah, and that's all I have to say about Guyver 2.
I have one final.
Watch it, but like fast
don't
forward
watch
through
it.
all the talking.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Jeff and I started doing that.
We did.
So okay,
We started fast forwarding through.
So-
I was like, if these two are yapping at each other,
yeah. So I didn't, but I watched it in batches, and I had it playing on my second monitor yesterday while I was working. So
fair.
I didn't pay complete attention to it. I knew what was going on.
You don't need to.
No.
It wasn't written, it wasn't
okay,
written
so-
with any sophistication. Like, I think it was for kids.
I
Like,
interrupted.
it
You
was-
were getting ready to say something, Ryan. You're going to say one more thing about it.
Oh yeah, just that I can't. I think it was one of the bad guys, or at some point, like Jeff and I noted because he like sees the suit or whatever, and he goes, "Impressive but pointless," and we were like, "This movie." Like,
But it wasn't
Like
impressive.
little
This movie
penis
was
on
not impressive. There was one
the
thing that
costuming
was.
and there were impressive parts.
There was
Are
one
you kidding
thing.
me? Early
No.
90s? Look at that thing.
Like, that's sick. They did a great job with that. We got
okay.
it where credits due.
I mean, for something that went straight to digital.
It
I mean,
looked
or
like the
straight
anime.
to sorry,
VHS,
wasn't.
not
Yeah,
digital.
it was yeah, exactly straight to home video. I mean, it's okay, but I was not overly impressed. So you were talking about how great the fight scenes were. I was not impressed with the fight scenes at all, like not at all. They didn't
I
look
was
all
more
that
impressed
great.
with
They didn't.
the costuming. than
They
the
didn't
fights,
look
but the fights were still cool.
super choreographed or anything. They just were very cheesy and terrible to me. In addition to the acting and the dialogue, there was one thing I actually. Oh, also, what the hell was she doing wearing a nice dress in the middle of the dig? What was that about? I was like,
mean,
what? Okay, well, whatever.
Don't
Stupid.
look
There
too
was
deeply.
there was
Don't.
one thing I liked about this movie,
Mm.
and it's going to be really stupid, but one thing I like the stupid stuff like the Foley sounds of them walking on the gravel. I like that. That was pleasing to my ears. And the sounds of them turning paper when one of them was looking.
But
I was something about it I really liked.
That's
That
what
was
I was
it.
complaining about, and I think the
ASMR.
reason that you liked it is
Yeah.
because it's like mixed
Generically,
poorly and it's like
yeah.
sticking out.
It sticks out, but it doesn't stick out. It didn't stick out to me in a way that was abrasive or annoying. And yes, like Ahmed said, that might have been something ASMR-y about it almost.
Wait, why? See, like this scene, for instance, the first like fight scene, the save the cat scene.
Yeah.
And like these guys, right? They show up. I never get this. Like they show up, right? And there's like some smoke, right? And like something's weird, right? And they're cool. They're chill gang guys, but something's weird. And then
Sounds a little off.
this fucking thing comes out, right? So you see this shit, and your first thought's like, oh, that's a dude in a suit, right? And then you start shooting at it, but that doesn't stop it. I feel like that's my cue to run.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, every time.
I never understand. The dudes stand there and try to shoot him, but
Then how many times they shot this guy? I was like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
need to
This was
shoot him
great.
50,000
Why did he
times.
get
Get
the
out of
slow-
here.
why did he get the slow mo? He got like legit,
Yeah.
like
Okay,
he's
because
the
he
son
was-
of the-
he
he's
was
the
a
son
good
of the
guy.
producer.
He was
He's
a
like
good
the
guy.
son of the-
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably it.
No, because he got the slow mo. That was a long,
yeah.
like he was an important character. So I feel like maybe he was in the first movie. Maybe he was like his favorite cop
Nope.
friend.
Nope.
Nope, not even.
Nope.
Okay. Well, that was the only way it would have been.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
All right.
dude got a slow mo. He died in slow mo. He meant nothing. You saw him for like 3 seconds.
Yeah,
in the
it was.
movie.
Yeah, he was like a hostage or whatever,
Yeah.
and then he died.
All
Okay.
right. What are we giving this bad boy? Let's make sure everybody has their
No more
votes in the
comments?
chat.
Anybody else
That,
have anything to say?
I was just glad it was over.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff, stop recommending shitty movies. You're talking about how fun they were. No, they're not fun.
Some
They're
of
not
them are.
fun at all.
You're getting.
What about Zardoz?
No,
You're
it's
getting
no, it
nerfed.
wasn't fun.
You're getting nerfed. You know.
Stop
You get
doing
input
this.
just less.
Look, I want to enjoy what I watch. I do not want to hate what I watch.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you guys are recommending things that you know I'm going to hate, and that's cruel and unusual punishment.
I mean, to be fair,
Well,
it's hard not
the
to pick something
name
you hate.
of the lead.
No,
in
that's
this
not
movie,
true.
That is, yeah,
The name
yeah.
of the lead in this movie is Hater.
Hater, yeah, ha ha ha.
Hater.
David Hater.
Hater.
I thought it was the other
Y'all are
David
all
Hater,
haters.
Hader,
All
and I'm
three
like,
of
wait,
y'all
he's
are
in this.
haters.
Yeah.
Okay, Enigma's giving it a 5. That is very generous,
very
Enigma.
generous. Ahmed, did you have anything else to say about this movie before we start? Oh yeah, we need everybody else's. Anybody else watch it in the audience? We have a
throw them scores up
4,
now.
It's better
a
at 2x.
5 and a 5. 2 different people gave it 5.
Oh, you guys are seeing some stuff I'm not seeing. So Enigma gave it a 5, and who else? Someone else in your chat?
Very Mean Thoughts gave it a
Okay,
5.
so we got
Yep.
2
And,
5s.
then, and Third Wish gave it a 4.
Yep. Any
He
other?
struggled. Yeah, we struggled with Guyver too as well.
Oh,
This
everyone.
was not easy.
It is.
Yeah,
it
this
is.
Yeah,
was
no,
not
I
a-
watched it in 2x. Like I couldn't. Like it was like, so awful.
That's fair.
I was the
was a
only
point-
one
I
that
got to a
actually
point-
watched it
I got to a point
all the
and
way
I was like,
without fast forwarding or anything.
Yeah, do you think that is something to be
Congratulations.
proud of?
Well,
No.
given
I
the fact
saved
that
my valuable life.
given the fact that this was Jeff that suggested it and that he fast forwarded through it, that is cheating. Cheating.
But I gave you guys permission to do
look,
it.
This says it all. This
2.
says it all right here. 4
Yeah.
out of 10. Loved it when
Yeah.
I was a kid.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
the
but
point.
still, come
It
on.
was not for adults. This movie was for
Yeah.
kids.
I don't, at the
That's
time,
What's it
I don't
rated?
know.
At the time,
No, it was supposed to be
It's
edgy
rated R.
for kids. It's
Yeah,
it's edgy
well-
for kids. You know,
Well-
like you'd be like, "Oh, this is the movie you watch on
kids
Friday
that are
night
older
when you're
than
not supposed
13,
to."
probably.
Yeah, I suppose.
When you're not supposed to, and it's like perfect for that because there's literally everything else in it is innocuous.
Got a 6 from Ron Big.
Ron.
Gosh, what the heck?
Yeah, what a
need-
generous man.
I need a 5-paragraph essay on why.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Damn it, I had
two
something else I thought of,
Oh,
but now I can't remember. Damn it. Oh well.
scores.
Yeah,
We're talking
3.
about scores.
I'm gonna
Sorry.
give it a
Oh, I thought
2.
you were
Oh
asking
no, I
5.
was just trying to refresh your
Okay.
memory.
Yeah. No, never mind. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I give it a 3.
2.5.
Okay.
2.5 from
Yes.
Ryan.
What about you?
3.
Okay. I'm gonna go
guess,
2 just because I like the Foley. that was
2
that
whole
was at
points for
least
crinkly
calming
gravel.
What's not
and
to like?
pleasing. Yes, honestly, it was.
What's not to
I
like?
I
know,
do
it's the
get
gravel girl.
it's something about was something about it. I liked it. That was about the only thing I liked.
There's
Yeah.
something about it. I liked it. She liked it.
Okay, hold on. I gotta pull up my calculator, and I got a doggy under my arm here.
It's gonna
Just
be
a minute.
5.
What?
Wait, what?
So yeah, the world. It's gonna be 5. I'm just guessing, but
Oh, for
it's,
us? No, not for us. It won't be.
No, it was. It
I
was
keep
2
opening the
5s,
clock.
a
Hold
4, and a 6.
No, there's 2 4s.
Oh, there's 2 4s, so it's gonna be exactly the average. I think the audience is trolling us to try to hit that number.
Why would they do that?
What did IMDb rate it? 5.8.
5.8.
Wow.
That is extremely generous.
Yeah, nah, dude.
What did they get?
Yeah, Ahmed, you're
Nah,
exactly right. It is 5 on the dot for the audience.
All right, audience.
Wow.
You guys are wrong.
Wow. I can't.
They like to do that.
Wait a minute. So wait, what is ours? 3, 2.5,
Ours is
3,
2.625.
2.625.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I love how we're all like, oh yeah, we think we're right. Yeah.
I think we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Jeff,
Let's
don't
have Dark
suggest
Hero
stuff
behind
like
us now.
this ever again.
All right. Goodbye, Dark Hero.
All right.
You've been-
Goodbye.
you've been a
It's
Dark
been-
Hero.
Zardoz
Yeah.
next week.
All
Okay.
right.
No, I refuse.
Death
Let's get to
becomes
a
her.
real
Who
movie.
wants to start
A
this
real
one?
movie.
Dude, I mean, yeah,
okay,
kick us off, Ahmed.
Okay, yeah, I Robert Zemeckis first of all, right? Robert Zemeckis, Back to the Future fame, and this movie is just awesome.
Yeah.
Like the acting is incredible. The story, it just winds you up.
It just knows
you know
itself
what,
so well, tone, style, and everything.
The thing that I was picking out this time around, I've watched it a long time ago. But the thing I was really picking out this time around was what age they were when, right? Because the whole idea is to make them look older at certain points and then make them look younger at other points, and so there was this fun interplay. The CGI was very goofy. But I mean, to see Meryl Streep with their like neck twisted, it's all CGI and Goofy's just a little weird to see that. Like you don't expect to see that. But this movie just it's such a good movie. Goldie Hawn was excellent.
I feel like from the minute it started, I was like, unless it really screws something up, I'm gonna love this shit because the score kicking off right away, and then it almost has kind of like it sets you up knowing that we're not totally in reality. Like the cityscape looks almost a little Burton-esque, where it's like kind of off and darker and more kind of colorful than it should be, and it just knows itself throughout the whole thing. It's just
But Isabella Rossellini's outfit, Jesus Christ.
Man, yeah,
what a fox! Just it's crazy.
Yeah. Dude, they were purposefully teasing with the nipples with the first outfit.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They
well,
were
she
like,
wore that outfit more than once.
Really?
Yeah, where are they?
Off. It's going to pop out.
Yeah.
No,
what happened?
They made sure it didn't. They made sure that stuff was adhered.
Yeah,
for
sure. But they kept
so that it would.
They kept like doing side moves real close
cool.
to the lens.
I was thinking so too.
They were putting it in our faces that we couldn't see her nipples.
Yeah.
God, look at Meryl Streep in that shot. Oh, look.
Which one? The one with the gun?
Look at her.
Yeah.
Iconic.
So so young.
She doesn't know how to hold a gun, but that's okay.
That's fine. She doesn't need to. She's Meryl Streep. Let her do whatever the fuck she wants. Also, dude, Robert Zemeckis or his cinematographer, DP, whomever, they loved their mirror shots. Let me tell you. Like, the whole movie was a mirror shot. Like, they just, anytime they could, it was going to be like, we're going to be focusing here, zoom out, and, it was a mirror. I was like, it wasn't groundbreaking, but they did a lot of cool stuff with it.
Yeah. What else? Ahmed, you have other things?
Oh, no, that's it for me. Like
I said I'm obsessed with this fat suit was one of my notes.
It was a good, I wrote convincing fat suit. Mm-hmm. It was what I wrote. And the CGI, maybe it doesn't, it was probably better than a lot of the current Marvel movies. So,
so take that,
give it
Marvel.
That. Yeah. Well, I mean, seriously, the Marvel movie quality
of
CGI has gone way down. So for the time that this was made,
for sure, yeah,
okay,
a little impressive.
I don't even know. I don't know if I would even call it CGI though. It seemed like kind of classic practical effects.
Well, except for that.
Well, no, the thing with the head,
neck broken and
it was
the wrong way.
I don't think that was
computer.
I don't think that was computer.
Yes, it was. Yes, it absolutely was. And when her head was backwards, yes, Jeff, it was computer.
Yeah, that was definitely CGI. It was not well done either.
It was definitely computer. When her head was twisted around, and then when her neck was turned and or down inside of her, and then when it was flopped back, that was definitely computer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes,
I have to watch
it's
it again.
physically impossible for her to have done what she did.
Well, of course, but it's I'm saying that it could have been practical
I get
effects.
what you mean. I get what you mean. I think
traditional
it was CGI
editing technique, not
it
had the qualities.
It was a mixture
of
her, but with the actual digital effects. I'm not saying like her whole face and all the parts of her body, but they definitely did some digital magic to do that with the neck. Yeah,
you could
that's
tell
what
where
I was
the
referring
computer
to.
stuff was happening. Yeah.
That's loud.
Is that
That's
us?
very loud.
Yeah, that's outside our house.
It's not me.
Yeah. Huh. Also, I love that we kind of got like a little precursor to what she could be as Miranda Priestley, like 20 years later or whatever.
Wait, who?
For Devil Wears Prada.
Oh,
Yes.
Devil Wears Prada. I've never
she
seen
gave
that movie.
that kind of. I'm gonna figure out a reason. Maybe for
I wasn't interested. Just like I've seen this movie before, but I remember not being super in love with it, and I wasn't super in love with it this time. It was, there were some comedic. I never once laughed out loud. I didn't find it laugh out loud funny. There were some moments with Meryl Streep when she woke up in the morgue that I thought was kind of funny. The way she was acting. Why am I in a morgue? Just the way she was acting. Yes. It was kind of funny to see her being goofy because she's such a serious actor in a lot of ways. Goldie. I mean, the acting was great. I didn't have an issue with the acting. The story was interesting-ish, but I just I'm not huge for comedy, y'all, and this one just didn't. It's okay. I didn't hate it as much as Guyver, but I wasn't super wowed by it.
Real quick, don't forget, guys, leave us a
Yes,
rating. And
we need your scores.
See, it's so hard to please Sin. Like this movie is like
Joyful.
perfect.
Well, no,
like-
here it's not joyful. It's
is-
terrible.
it
The premise is
joyful.
awful. The characters are unlikable. I didn't
But
like
it's
any of the
fun.
characters.
It's fun
That
to
was
dislike
the
those
point.
characters.
That was the point.
And
I don't like to dislike.
The
I
thing
like to
is-
like at least somebody in a story.
this
for
movie
this-
is
here we go,
incredibly well done, like from a composition angle, right? Like all the camera work was great, all the set design was great.
Andy Warhol was actually in it. I was wondering if
that was
an actor.
actually him.
Oh,
Yeah. Look, go
I
up.
didn't even notice that he was in it.
Yeah,
Look
I mean,
above
you notice there
corner.
was like a bunch of people. Oh, wait.
Yeah, in the
Hold on,
crowd,
no,
but
go
I
back,
didn't
Go
pay.
back down. Where is he?
I just saw
Just
him.
do a search. Just do Control F.
That's
Are
real.
you saying he wasn't an actor? He was somebody playing. It was somebody supposed to be.
Yeah, okay. It was.
Maybe he
yeah,
was
yeah.
supposed to
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah,
Andy
Bob
Warhol,
Swansea.
though.
Yeah, he
that's what I'm
was.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So
Elvis
I mean,
was
they
there
had
too.
they had James Dean, right? Like
Alan
James Dean was.
Silvestri.
James Dean is who they stole the car from. Remember?
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
which
even
is
notice that
ironic.
was him. See?
Yeah. So like, composition for me is the main thing that I'm always looking at, and this movie has it. Like pacing, it never drags or gets boring. Things move and move and move and move. The characters are all consistent and have their own deal going on.
I thought when the caper like kind of was fully like when they were all dead and everything else, there was a little bit for me that I was kind of like, okay, it dragged a little bit.
Maybe a
for
little
me.
bit. But like they like by that time it was like, okay, it's on its way
We're
to
in
being
it.
over.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. Is there a single likable character?
No.
They all suck. But it was fun to watch. I liked Meryl the most, but she's just because she's fierce. But...
She was so bitchy in there.
Yeah, I know. It's great.
I mean, just
My
she
favorite, she's like-
plays it well.
But she's like, oh, for Christ's sake, at least lie quickly.
Yeah. And also another line of dialogue that was kind of funny was when Goldie Hawn, she'd come back and she's all awesome looking, and she's telling Bruce Willis she's a woman, Ernest, a woman for God's sake, from Newark. Okay.
From Newark.
From Newark, it's like the worst,
That
you
was
know.
funny.
Yeah.
That was
Just
funny.
the worst. And did you notice the like the henchmen of Isabella Rossellini's character? They were Dick, Tom, and Harry.
Yes, of course.
I
Tom,
didn't notice
Dick, and
that.
Harry. Yeah,
Yeah.
she said Dick, Tom, Harry. I was like,
Yeah. Or when she's like, you boozy, flaccid clown.
yeah.
Okay, no, my favorite scene was when Bruce Willis first gets introduced to Meryl Streep. That
And Goldie
little
Hawn's like-
the little
And she's like-
moment. The little
Yeah.
moment before they come in, when she asks her assistant to open the door, she's like, wait.
And she like does all her like.
Yeah.
The practice is amazing.
Practice.
Well, because no one does that type of like. Meryl just kills that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay.
Score's great.
Yeah.
Not as
Yeah.
bad as Guyver.
Right,
But
it-
I would have preferred to have a more enjoyable experience
Wait,
for.
actually, I think my
most of
favorite
these
part
movies.
was when Bruce Willis gets hit by the vase and he's like, "What?"
Yeah.
He just does such a simple delivery.
Yeah.
What? As if someone had just barely said his name.
Poor Bruce.
Oh, it was this. Oh,
I know.
Yeah,
I was
I
kind of
love that.
sad,
I know.
watching it because
Yeah.
yeah. That's
But,
sweet man.
Yep. Okay, so
yeah.
anybody else have things to say? We have some ratings. We have a 7.5.
oh, you guys got I got 2 6s on my end.
We
And
got
you guys got a
6.
7 point.
And wait, I only see 1 6. I thought there
Okay,
was
so
another 6.
Enigma gave it a 6 and Sashi gave it a 6.
Mm-hmm. Sasha
And
Nicholas.
then you guys said a 7.5. That's on your chat, so I can't see that one right
Okay.
now.
Anybody
that
else
all?
have ratings? Noblesse gives it a 6.
Okay.
Man, I expected higher ratings from these people. How dare you all? How dare you all?
No, they're not wrong.
Yeah, no, I'm like.
I mean, it's a good movie, but it's not like freaking. No, it's not an
it's
Oscar
not Schindler's
performance,
List out here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not A Beautiful Life over here. You know?
Yeah. All right, I'll start us off. I'll give it a solid 7.5.
Oh wow, that is super generous.
Yeah, I'm giving it 8.
Okay.
I give it a 7.
I just
Okay, you're giving it a 7. Hold on.
Yeah.
So I a lot of times grade on a 5-star system, so I have to figure out what would my
Yeah,
initial,
it's hard to
my
double
actual
those. Yeah.
rating.
It's really
Well,
hard to
especially
fucking
I do
just-
things like
yeah.
0.875 and 0.675.
Oh, okay,
those
that's
are the
fair.
times-
That's harder.
That's what I like. But this one was
Two.
actually.
If it was a 2 and then carry the 8.
Yeah, I know, and I have to think. So I'm giving it a 5.5.
5.5. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I was not in love with it, but I did appreciate that the story was interesting. The acting was good. But, and it was better than Guyver. At least.
It was.
That is the worst thing you could say about that movie. I don't care how much
Look,
you disliked it. Just being like, well, it was better than Guyver. Oh,
Well, 2
what
out of
a
these 3
just-
movies, I wasn't super impressed. I wasn't super happy about, y'all. I knew it going into it. I wasn't going to be happy with it. So you guys
I think
keep
that's
picking
why.
movie. I
Yeah, that's
don't.
why
Why do you
decide
do
ahead of
this?
time. Yeah.
Guyver, fair,
yeah.
but come on. This one?
Because I remembered not being crazy about it the first time I saw it. Because I saw it once. It was like, But sometimes my mind can be changed when I rewatch something because I'll be like, wow, why did 20-year younger me not like this film? Because I like it now. But that didn't happen with this.
That didn't happen with this.
No, it didn't. So our score is a 7.
7.
Which
Oh,
is
what is their score?
What is this one? Okay, so it's almost in line with IMDb. So we have only 4 audience scores, right, so far?
Yeah, a 6, a 6, a 6, and a 7.5.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, there's just.
So
gonna
just-
be
So
a-
they got a
the same.
6.375
That's about the
because
same.
they rated theirs a little lower than we did
Yeah.
because those 3 6s. Yeah, okay.
Well, you're all wrong.
That became her.
All of
They're
you are
pretty
wrong.
close
I
to
mean,
right. Come on.
definitely Meryl and Goldie and Bruce, they were all really good with their comedic performances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I can appreciate that.
I don't think it's very fair to put people in judge them on their physical appearance, but as a no horse in this race person, Goldie Hawn's an ugly person. She's just I was watching her for most of it. I was like,
That's funny you would say that because I thought she was quite pretty in this. With the eyes and the little mole. I've always thought she was cute. I've always thought Goldie was
Yeah,
cute.
no, beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
yeah, exactly.
true.
And I don't,
Yeah,
and I
it's
don't.
true.
Yeah, that's totally.
Like, I
my
think
opinion.
she's
I think she's a
definitely-
beautiful person. I don't think that.
No, I know you mean like
You know what I'm
physical.
saying.
I get it.
Don't
I think
cancel me,
I
assholes.
think
No, I
compared
get
to
it. I
like
get it.
Meryl
I get it.
Streep,
Look at
she's
how
much
evil she
prettier
looks in
than
that
Meryl.
shot.
Yeah.
Like
Did they do something to her
I think
eyes?
so, yeah.
Like, why do her
they
eyes look-
might have done something to her eyes because I don't remember her eyes looking that
That's
striking.
CGI.
Yeah,
That's definitely So there's this interesting story about Meryl. I don't think Meryl is super attractive at all. She's a great actress. She's
same.
not. I don't think
Same.
she's like ugly, but I don't think she's beautiful. And she went and auditioned for King Kong, 1976 version of King Kong,
Yes.
and they told her she wasn't attractive enough for that
Yep.
role, and she's not.
She was like, "Oh, I'm not pretty enough to play opposite a fucking monkey."
Well,
Great.
she's not. They got Jessica Lange. She's not that. That's not her
yeah.
look.
That's
She
more
has
like
these
pinup
strengths,
beauty,
and that's
yeah.
not her. But I think about that whenever I see her sometime. Yeah, that must have been extremely hurtful for her
Oh yeah.
to
it's
hear
like a
that.
20-something or,
Yeah, she was really young. But it is what it is. She's a great actress.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Yeah.
What?
I mean, to
you don't
me-
know what?
I was just looking at it, I was like, I think she's so pretty. But then I also think I don't know.
Yeah, I also think that she's not as traditionally beautiful, but the thing is,
She's striking.
in order to get work, she just had to be better. And now she's one of the greatest actors ever. So
Yeah,
fine.
she's
You know,
great.
I'm sure she doesn't
Yeah.
feel bad about it now.
No, I mean, she's done very well
All right.
for herself.
The main event, baby.
The main
Oh my
fucking
gosh, this
event.
movie!
Y'all, I had never seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No,
Okay.
this was my
Okay.
first time. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I when I had the Critical Drinker on my channel for an interview, we talked about Big Trouble in Little China briefly, and I had seen it a long time ago when I was a teen, and I remember liking it. Then I rewatched it in the 90s when I was more of an adult, and 90s or early 2000s, and I'm like, wow, this is really terrible. This is so cheesy and dumb. Why did I like this movie? And then I rewatched it after I talked with the drinker. I did a reaction to it on my channel, and I enjoyed it because I kind of got that you're not supposed to take it. Because like when I was a kid, I think I took it seriously.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, I thought it was like, oh, this danger and everything. Because I was very impressionable as a kid when I watched things growing up without a TV. And watching stuff was I just took it literally. Yeah. And but then when I was an adult, I'm like, this is dumb. And now I'm older than that. And I'm like, okay, I get it. This movie's self-aware and it's ridiculous and it's hilarious. And this is one of those goofy comedies that actually works for me.
Oh my gosh.
And that is rare, you guys. Rare.
Oh, we're aware, sis. You don't have to fucking beat us over the head with
you know what? It was Kurt Russell. The way he referred to himself in the third person, and the schmarmy look on his face, and how he pretty much did nothing right, except like at the very end when he killed the guy with the knife.
And even then, he falls on the floor. Like,
when
he got down. He just falls on the floor for like half.
He was kind of like a hapless, yelling Han Solo the whole time.
When he shot in the air and the thing
and then the Brock hits him in the head.
He was knocked out for part of the fight, and anytime he
would
would try to fight, you know, not that it wouldn't go his way, but the one thing was he did take down the big bad at the end, and that was it's all in the reflexes, baby, or something. And then the lipstick on his mouth and on his teeth when she kissed him. Oh my gosh, so stupid. But really funny because he plays it up.
I think it shares with Death Becomes Her that it truly understands itself and it stays within that style so well.
And I don't know why this works and that one didn't. I don't know if maybe it's Kurt Russell, because that's funny because his lover, his longtime lover Goldie, is in Death Becomes Her, and but also, this is a John Carpenter movie. I do tend to like most of his movies, and he did the score as well. But everything was so over the top and ridiculous. Kim Cattrall, when she comes in the room, when she's like, "Don't panic, it's only me, Gracie Law."
Yes, that was incredible.
But hang on.
That's the only time she got explained why she was there.
Yeah.
There was. But beyond,
it's so funny.
She just shows up. She was
exactly. That's the only explanation.
And they were like, "Oh, hey, Gracie," like they've known her.
Yeah. Well, they did. They did know who she was. She was like kind of. She was kind of like involved with the community, and you know that lady that she went there to meet at the airport. But just so many goofy, funny moments. Like, there was another crazy one with him where he killed the guy that was trying to get on top of him. He killed him with a knife. You know, on his boot or something.
Yeah,
but then he couldn't kick the guy off.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You know, it's
crazy
funny,
movie.
Sin, the way you phrased that, you said that you didn't get. I felt this time around, I felt the opposite.
You disliked it more?
I disliked this one more, and I like Death Becomes Her more
That's
than
funny.
I used to. Like the scales went the other way for me.
Huh.
That's interesting.
It was funny and it was goofy, but at the same time, it just didn't hit as well for some reason this time around. It was kind of stupid. I don't know, but that's the point. You know, it was like
it just had every bit of '80s rock corniness.
Definitely, all the corniness, all the corniness.
Okay, and the dudes that inspired Raiden from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Some of the coolest shit I've ever seen.
Were they the guys with the hats?
The lamp
the hats.
Yeah.
That shit.
You know what? I really
dope.
like the boss's hideout with all the neon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, why does it look like a mall in here? But sure.
Yeah, no, I was like, no, it was supposed to be like hip neon, like punk.
And I also the editors pacing for all the fight scenes was so efficient, and it just like it got it clicked along. Oh, it was great. And when what's his sidekick's name, or what's the
I forgot that guy's name. The guy he won when he was playing cards.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
I forgot his name.
But he I don't remember what the question or what the first lead in was, but his response, he's like, "How do you think I feel? I lost a whole girl."
Some the dialogue in here was like when they're swimming under there, and he says to Kim Cattrall, he was like, "It's like, would you stop rubbing your body up against mine because I can't concentrate when you do that."
Yes.
I don't know. It's just dumb stuff. Yeah, it worked. I cannot explain to you guys why this one works for me.
Oh, this was funny. The Avatar lightsaber fight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It was basically like creating Mortal Kombat because they were like using their little like avatar selves.
Yeah.
To fight
Yes,
each
they
other,
were
and I was
doing
like, I was
something.
like, this is straight up just Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, and like also obviously Shang Tsung was inspired by Lo Pan,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, this was the daddy.
When did Mortal Kombat come out, y'all?
Early 90s.
Okay, so this
1992,
was
I think.
80s. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So this
got
was
it.
this was first.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the guys who made Mortal Kombat, they will admit, yeah, we watched this. We were like, we gotta have that guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like
cool.
the dog dick there.
Oh God,
That was
this
interesting.
thing that just comes out.
Oh
it
yeah,
just-
at the
yeah.
end.
It just shows. Well, no, it shows up. It just shows up. It was hanging out the whole time, and then and then it.
Yeah, it
At
just
the end, it was in his truck.
it was in his truck.
I was
Yeah.
like, what is the point of this thing? Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, no, it comes out. It's this guy in a suit. He's a monster, and he pops out, and it's like it's not even kind of. It's just this weird collection of stuff mashed together.
I also think whoever did all the set dressings did just a beautiful job.
Oh, I
just
love those
giving it such
glasses.
visual. Oh, I know. But yeah, it was
the
just
white
so
ones.
visually stimulating and full the whole time. Like all
Yeah.
the sets
Yeah.
were great.
They
Yeah,
moved
all the
pretty quickly.
performances were amazing.
Oh, dude.
I think
dude,
they were
the
well directed to
ceremony-
keep up that energy. It was just like,
The
They were
ceremony.
over the top ridiculous on purpose, those
Oh, yeah,
performances.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Because
think-
that
I
was
think-
what it was supposed to be.
I think that the ceremony. That's probably my favorite part. Because like I didn't remember exactly what happened, but these dudes, they do all these martial arts moves for the girls, right? And then they put their weapons down, and then the girls grab these swords that glow, and then they just float up into the air. And then they touch the ball on the ceiling, and then it glows with green light. I didn't even like what? It was
Yeah.
just
Just
this whole convoluted ceremony of absurdity.
The girl with the green eyes.
And he was like,
Yeah.
he thought
I'm
he was
like,
gonna
you've
have
did
never
to
that.
actually
sacrifice-
seen a
Jeff.
girl like,
well, not a Chinese girl with green eyes.
well, Kim Cattrall.
But she's
That's
not
racist.
Chinese.
You can
She's not
sacrifice.
Chinese.
That's what
that
I'm
girl.
saying. You're right. She's not, but she
No, but
made the
They
cut.
they was specifically this Chinese girl with green
Well-
eyes. Then he sees Kim Cattrall. She's got green eyes. He's like, okay, I'll take her too. She's got
No,
green
no,
eyes.
no.
Two
He,
for one.
well, no. What he
They
no,
were-
no, he has to sacrifice one of them
and
for
then he keeps
eternal
the
life.
other one.
So he saw it as a bargain. He's like, oh, now I got two, so I
Two
can
for one. Yeah.
sacrifice this
And keep one. Yeah.
and live eternally my earthly pleasures, as
Yeah.
he said with the other one. So stupid.
Crazy
so
movie.
good.
Crazy
Yeah.
movie.
Lo Pan.
Yeah, I love
fucking
Kim,
love
Kim
Lo Pan,
Cattrall
dude.
the whole time.
Yeah, Kim Cattrall was hilarious. Just so random.
The way she performed her lines, like she was taking it so seriously, but at the same time, we all knew she wasn't, just because of the way the whole movie was supposed to be.
Yeah.
She's very dramatic. The way she talked, like this all the time.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if it was one of like the henchmen of the bad dude, like the ladies, but there was some sort of exposition dump that was happening, and I thought that it was so well directed that it was like it was very self-aware that they were just, I'm here for exposition, so they were just like, and they just like got it all spit out.
Oh, I wish I remembered which scene you were talking about.
Yeah,
not
I
coming
need
to
take
me.
Better notes.
I didn't take a ton. I just didn't take it. I didn't. I was the lipstick. The guy stuck on top of him. He did do the one thing that stopped it all. The rubbing your body. Don't panic. It's only me. Great, and it's on the. It was mostly the quotes I wrote down
Yeah.
because they were
Very
funny to
quotable
me.
movie.
Yeah, for sure. I can't wait till Arturo sees this because he's never watched it before.
Oh, really?
It was
Yeah,
such a
he has
blast.
not.
So good.
So-
So good. These lightning dudes, god damn it. They were just so
I love their breath thing that they did every time they entered. Okay.
yeah.
Just iconic, the whole thing.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, well, do we have everybody get their ratings in the audience?
I have only 2 ratings that I saw. I saw 2 9s on my
right.
end, y'all.
Okay,
let's
so
see, hold
Enigma
on.
gave it a 9.
Enigma
He
gave
also
it
gave
a
it a
9.
and a 9.
He gave it 3
and a
9s. 9, 9,
Yeah.
it gets a 9.
We'll just call it a 9.
Oh, don't forget about the Beholder.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, the Beholder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
With the eye in its mouth.
Third
So
Wish gave it a
gross.
9. Very Mean Thoughts gave it an 11.
Oh, okay. Well, we can't take that.
Yeah, we
Well, I
have to go 10 on that. Sorry. 9 from Sashi.
Yep. Okay, so 3 9s and a 10.
3 9s and a 10.
Okay,
Goddess
I
gives
liked
it
it,
a 7. Goddess
But I
gives it a
didn't
7.
like it. I didn't like it as much as a 9 or a 10. But okay, so
We got an 8 in there as well.
Noblesse
Oh, we
gives
do?
it an 8.
Oh, we got lots of scores on this one, y'all.
Yeah, did you hear the
Nice.
7 earlier?
Yes, I do have that down.
Okay, and I think that's it. I think that's it.
7.
Okay, don't.
plus 8.
Ahmed, what was your score on this one?
8.5.
Wait, I am so surprised. Hold on a second. Oh, no, this is why I added wrong.
Oh, we got an 8 from Crash Canuck.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so
And
that's
an
2 8.
8.5 from Logical Spark.
Lord have mercy.
You guys,
Okay.
you got to get it
Lord
right
of
earlier.
mercy.
Yeah, because
No,
I'm trying to
just
write all
happy
these
you
down.
watched them at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm pleased as punch about all these scores, but now I have to write them all down and then I have to add them up. Plus 8.
Okay, for me, it's going to be a 9.
I'm going
6,
8.5. 8.5 for me.
Okay,
These
so
pictures-
Jeff a 9, Ryan 8.5. What about you, Ahmed?
8.5.
8.5.
Really? I thought you didn't like
This
this
is
as much
He didn't
I'm
like
so-
it
I
as
said
much
this
as
time
last time.
as before.
It's still no. I mean, weighing
Still
it in my
more
mind.
than Death Becomes
Yeah,
Her,
but overall,
less
yeah,
than the last time you
Death
saw it.
Becomes Her is
Yeah.
not. Yeah, like I'm not gonna
Okay.
watch that again.
All right. Well,
I might
I'm
watch
giving it a
this
7. That's generous for me, y'all.
We're
For a
no.
crazy, stupid comedy like this, that's generous.
I don't
9
believe
plus. It
Yeah, me
really
neither.
is. It is.
Me neither.
So we
you
had two
normally-
8.5s and a 9 and then a 7.
you. I love all these pictures. There's like different art for every
Yeah.
country.
We're very
Look at
close
this.
to the audience, you guys.
Oh,
Are we? I don't.
Yes. So ours is
Okay.
8.25 and the audience is 8.56.
Okay.
Oh.
And what
guys
did
did pretty
IMDb give it?
I'm
very curious. They probably gave it 6 or 7.
7.2.
7.2. Okay.
IMDb's so wrong.
So
okay.
they're right because that's the closest to my score. So obviously IMDb
No.
is right this
No.
time.
No. Incorrect. Okay. So, what do we have for next month?
You know what we were supposed to do, Jeff? We were supposed to sign
Yeah.
on a little
Yeah,
earlier
that's
and
right.
talk
I
about
know.
it.
We're
But
gonna
the
do
schedule
that
got
next
But we didn't
time.
talk about it.
the
gonna
schedule
do
got
it.
screwed up, so I was
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
thrown
the
off my game.
schedule was
Yeah,
full.
it did.
forgot.
Okay, so what's coming out? Hold on, I gotta open up the calendar unless you have it open already on your end.
I do not.
Okay, give me a
These
sec.
are we looking at May ones or June ones at this point now?
June.
June.
Yeah, because our
Alright.
next was going to be early
We've
June.
got-
Well, we could go like
I'll
what
tell
late
you
May.
what I'm doing in June.
What are you
Mudpuddle
doing in
Manual of Natural Magic will be in June. As will Mimic and Me 4, but we've already done Mimic and Me a few times. I feel like we can.
We have.
Well, what,
And
didn't we just do
Okay.
one? What was Big Trouble in Little China for?
Was that for Mimic and Me?
I thought that was for Mimic and Me.
oh, great.
It is.
Okay. Well, that's June 3rd. So
Okay.
When is the? It's May.
Wait.
What is
I
your
mean, we can
actual
do
question?
end
Wait,
of May
wait.
stuff. We can do beginning of June stuff.
what?
Hold on a second. You said Mimic and Me is June 3rd?
I think.
I thought this has been postponed. I thought it was postponed. I was never informed.
has been, I spent so much time rearranging the schedule.
Well, I'm fine. I'm just saying nobody told me, so I don't have it in the calendar for that date.
All right,
So-
let's just say we are aiming at June 3rd, and I believe
Okay.
that I will will it into being because I put in a lot of extra effort to make that happen. So we're gonna do it.
Okay.
But yeah, so
June 11th.
Yeah, that'll be the next one. Second Wednesday of the month.
and
We have Love, Death, and Other Awkward Spells
cool.
on the 10th. We've got some postponed ones. And Bones. Don't know yet about Bones.
It won't be ready for June.
Okay.
Maybe July.
So-
though. I don't know.
Okay, so that's the thing. We got a lot of things that have been shifted around in the schedule. So, I don't know.
Okay.
Things that have been postponed. I don't know what we can count on. So I don't know what you want to go by as
All
far
right.
as.
So Mud
we
Puddle.
might have to do a Mimic movie.
Mud Puddle. Love, Death, and Other. What was it?
Awkward Spells, I think.
Okay. Do you guys know anything about that one?
Nope.
Sounds
I know
like
that Gary's doing it.
Yeah, I don't.
Sounds
I
like
don't know.
maybe. Sounds like maybe like a Victorian fantasy.
I have no idea.
And then Mud Puddle. What would you say? That's a cozy fantasy.
Oh yeah.
That sounds like a cozy
Honestly,
fantasy. Yeah.
I think Howl's Moving Castle would be a cute one for that one.
I saw that a
Sin's
little
seen
while
it.
ago. I have seen,
Oh.
like a year or so ago.
And she's racist against animation.
No, I'm just not super in love with Studio Ghibli. That's probably the only one I liked.
You
You
don't
know,
have
What was it?
taste.
Love and Other
More
Awkward
than normal.
What?
Love,
Death, and Other Awkward Spells. I thought it was what it was called.
Death, and Robots. Let's just watch Love, Death, and Robots for that one, and just because of the titles and call it.
Isn't
call
that
it
a
cool.
series?
It is a whole series. Yeah, you have to watch it before next month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's our third movie?
Well, it's our third book.
rather.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's our
Well,
third book?
don't know. Okay, I don't know about Riftside.
Riftside is
And-
a thing.
Well, okay.
I don't know what it is either.
Riftside-
It's
Do you
Like
know
the
what's really sad?
no,
This-
no. What I mean is, I don't know about the
when is
timing
it,
on
when
that.
when it's coming out.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
'cause-
we can
After-
we can
so
guesstimate
July
because honestly,
1st
we
is
did Wrinkle
pre-order?
in Crime and Mimic for this stream, and those still
Okay.
are coming out in June. So it's
That's right.
Okay.
it's all relative.
Well, it's just
people.
what do we want to promote?
Anything.
Riftside is fine.
Riftside. Well, I don't know anything about Riftside though.
I don't either.
I play a big Russian dude in that,
So-
and that's all I know.
I worked on part of the first set, and it's just they were fighting in this tree for half the set. That's all I remember.
Oh, look, we have an audience suggestion.
Oh,
Mud puddle could be
holes.
holes. I
That
said
would actually be kind of cute. I haven't seen holes for a year.
It's been
I
a
can't
long
even
time
remember.
since I've
Yeah.
seen holes.
Dig it out.
Shia LaBeouf, right?
Dig it.
Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Dig it out.
I think
And
Rosanna
it's
Arquette,
definitely-
not
it's a
Patricia
different,
Arquette.
Wait, why would that?
flavor than
Why would that go for Mud Puddle?
Well, it's
Because
because
holes.
the whole.
Mud puddles or holes, muddy.
Oh no, I was
Oh,
thinking
is
more
it
because of
literally
the.
that?
I thought it was because of like the spell that has to be broken. The like. You have to. Eartha Kitt, come on.
I forgot
There's
she
a
was in
spell.
this.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
she has to break the spell, the curse on his family.
There
Stanley
is some-
Yellow.
no,
So I
there
remember something
definitely
about
is-
that.
There definitely is something supernatural about this movie, for sure. I don't want to say more.
Okay. I've only seen
I
like
can't.
bits and pieces of this movie, so.
All right. Well, let's.
And
take
it's
the
been a
audience
long time
suggestion.
since I've seen it, so I don't
okay,
remember a
would we
lot
rather
about
watch Holes or watch Howl's Moving Castle?
it. Holes.
Kids, chat kids, what do you think? Oh yes, and
I'd
eating
rather
onions,
watch
third wish.
Howl's Moving Castle. But,
Yeah.
We could also do it.
Yeah, I don't mind doing both.
Didn't somebody say House Move? Oh no, you were suggesting House Moving Castle for Mud Puddle. Okay.
I hear your thoughts, Enigma, on promoting Shia or not promoting Shia, but I will stand very firmly on my stance of art versus artist, and he's like 15 here, so
Yeah.
that's my feeling on it.
Before he went, yeah.
Yeah.
I liked him in Disturbia.
I
liked him in
loved
Transformers.
Honey Boy. It's my favorite thing,
Never
hands down.
saw Honey Boy.
It's so
I
good.
didn't.
I want a
didn't see
reason
it.
to watch that again, actually. It was the breakout role for the kid that was also in like Ford v Ferrari.
The other movie I had in mind for Mud Puddle, or this could be used for the, the awkward spells or whatever, is Legend.
Tom
With Tom
Cruise.
Cruise?
I've never seen that. That's a Ridley Scott film, right?
I don't know.
Yep. I
Yeah.
think so.
I have
I've
not
never-
seen
Let's
it
do
in
Legend.
its
We can do
entirety.
I've
Legend.
started watching it and could never finish whenever I would start
It's
Well, that's a
sleepy.
great sign.
years ago.
There's something about the texture of the film
Yes.
that's very sleepy.
Okay. Maybe that's it's many decades since I attempted to, so or at least 2 or 3 decades since. So
all right. Well, first let's try to. Okay, so are we doing Holes? Yes or no? Or are we doing Legend?
I'm okay with either.
Let's do.
Okay.
Let's do Holes. Oh.
Do what?
what?
What? Well, we could also do. Wait, for which one? Mud Puddle.
Mud Puddle.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Legend, so yeah, let's.
I mean, this is a movie that I have been wanting to
What's
return
Practical
to. I just
Magic?
never. Okay, Practical Magic. That was something that
Sandy
came
Bullock,
in my
isn't it?
brain. Yeah, Sandra Bullock, Nicole Kidman. Who else? Jeez, I forgot the other one.
Because I've never seen that one either.
It's been a long time ago since I saw that.
And to be honest, I'm pretty sure in the synopsis on her Amazon page, she's like, for fans of Harry Potter or Practical Magic.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm fine with Practical Magic too. I remember not loving it as much as I thought I would when I first saw it.
Oh, poop.
But maybe I'll feel differently about it this time. I don't know.
Okay, so what do we have? Legend.
The options are
Death,
Legends,
and other
Holes,
awkward...
Howls, and Practical Magic. Howls? Hole. Yeah, Howls.
Wait,
Moving
could
Castle.
Practical Magic be for Love, Death, and Other Awkward Spells?
Yeah, let's do that.
I thought that's what was being
Yeah,
recommended.
No, totally.
What is that one for? Or what movie?
Love, Death.
Practical Magic.
Practical
Do we
Magic.
want to try to fit Legend in somewhere?
I'd rather do Legend than Practical Magic.
Well, no, we can do both. Is the point?
Because one's for Mud Puddle and one's for...
No, Mud Puddle was Holes.
Son of a bitch, I didn't...
We could
don't want
pretend
Holes?
Legend is for Riffside.
Are you saying you don't want? Are you saying you don't want to watch?
No,
Holes?
I didn't know that we had decided on it. That's...
Oh, I wrote it down. Well, okay.
Yeah, I totally don't get how that matches with Mud Puddle, but
I mean, do we want to do Legends for Mud Puddle then?
Yeah.
Legend
Okay.
for Mud Puddle.
And we'll
Okay.
do Holes for...
So
for
Will we
Riptide.
even do Holes?
We'll just do Holes for Riptide, not knowing what the hell it's about.
there we go.
Great.
Yeah,
we
I know,
just gotta
I know,
look
I
right?
love
Enigma?
that on
I
the
agree.
1 month that we really needed to meet beforehand and
We were
decide is the
supposed
one
to-
that we're just shitting down our pants right
This
now.
is
We're just
we
shit
were
down our leg.
supposed to do this.
Yeah, this
I
is
even
why.
signed
Yeah.
on early, but I forgot we were supposed to do it. I just signed on early for sound check.
Oh,
Wait, Very Mean Thought says
Hang on, we
Legend
can
is
just
about a
look up
mortal
Riptide.
moving into the world of the Fae, so it might work for Riftside. Okay.
Yeah, I was saying that there's
Great.
There's a coincidence. there.
Riffside. Oh, okay. So Riffside has something to do, from what Justin told me, it has something to do with this like enchanted weapon or something that he finds,
hammer.
and he has, like a hammer.
Yeah, that's fine. Legend will work.
I'm
All right.
cool with that.
Legend, Holes, and
Practical
other one?
Magic.
Practical Magic. Okay.
What I mean to say is we don't exactly have a rubric anyway, so
Did-
like
did
we
what
try to
are
get
we
it,
even
you know.
arguing about? No,
I
I
know.
know, but
Another
I mean
movie?
to say
Oh,
we
Howl.
don't have a way. We're
What?
just like,
Oh, Howl.
us
Yeah.
deciding.
What was the other?
Yeah.
Someone
But we're
said
doing
Howl.
Holes
animation.
instead?
Do you
Let's
want to
save it
just
for
do you want
next
to
time.
do you want to
Okay.
just throw that as an extra credit?
So that'll be 4
No, we already
movies?
have an extra credit. No.
One of these. Yeah.
Holes, Practical Magic, and Legend.
Okay.
Let's just lock it in.
Maybe
Great.
we could
Lock it in.
Signed,
Howl's
sealed,
Moving
delivered,
Castle. We'll do Howl's Moving Castle in July.
some other
Okay.
for some other
Okay.
release.
Cool.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I'll
All
tell
right.
you what, we're gonna meet ahead of time and decide on shit next month.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
let's remember this, you guys.
Okay.
You
We
guys.
gotta do a calendar thing.
It's in
We're
the
not like fully decide because I still like having the audience input, but like we will at least know what books we're aiming for and what they're about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can have some general ideas. Sometimes we have gone with audience input. So
Exactly. We
I do
sometimes
like
care
I
that
about
like
they-
that
thoughts
there
and
was
feelings.
audience input, and that's
Yeah,
kind of why I want to do
no,
it.
what we do at before the show is come up with a list of movies
And
that's
books,
like
and
more
yeah,
than
yeah.
3, right?
Yes.
And then we discuss those movies. So it's thinking about the movie of which movies to consider that takes
Yeah.
the most time.
so we're not spending time trying to figure that part out.
yeah, right. So
Oh,
yeah,
yay, Enigma.
I think that's a good one.
Cool.
Okay,
What
guys.
did Enigma do?
Well,
Aw.
He said I'm coming up on my 1-year anniversary with this group. So exciting.
aw.
Why? So
Yeah, and he
glad
said
to
we
have you.
we could do an entire skit with our conversation that we were just having. Who was on first?
Yeah. All right. So thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with
Yes.
us at the Cynema. And do your homework for next month. The date is what again?
It is the 11th.
The 11th.
The second Wednesday
Second Wednesday of the month.
of
The
every
11th.
month.
Yep.
Not the
so
first.
Do your
I
homework
know,
for
but
Second.
we were all in that
Legends.
meeting together.
That went right
know.
over my
Decided
head. I don't know
this.
how that happened. I think
We were all
someone.
It was mentioned actually. I think
don't
it just
even
had to do
remember
with
that.
because we had 5 days and 5 weeks in April.
It's a miracle we make any fucking audio.
We decided.
It's a
We
miracle
decided
get anything
together,
done.
but I guess we hated the decision because everybody kept bringing
Well,
it up.
for whatever reason, I might
Oh,
not have
did
been
we
looking
really
at the
do that?
calendar when
Did we
that
really
happened.
do that?
Yeah, it wouldn't have been with my participation.
Yeah,
but
we did it together. We did it together. All right.
All right, everybody. It was a great show. Thank you so much for
Yes.
coming and hanging out with
God
us. Do
bless.
your homework. Holes,
Yes.
legend, and practical
Practical magic.